And then Agile Manifesto talks about 12 principles of Agile. The first principle is customer satisfaction. This can be achieved by early and continuous delivery of valuable software. With every iteration, you will be delivering a portion of the software. And having said that, because the iterations are time bound and are not too big, it's possible that customer is satisfied because he gets a portion of the product early and also can provide feedback on it. And Agile Principle 2 talks about changing requirements. So even in late development, if there are any changes in requirement, Agile will be able to adapt to those changing requirements. In water cycle model, it's hard if anything changes in a later stage of development because it's all one way. You can't you'll have to go back and start a new cycle again. So it's really hard to make changes at the later stages of development. And the third principle is about developing working software frequently instead of months or years in case of water cycle. In case of Agile, it's only weeks, so it's very less, and you have something to look at and give feedback on within weeks rather than months. So you have the opportunity to deliver working software frequently. And principle 4 is about daily cooperation between business owners and developers. So your end stakeholders can also participate in any of the Agile ceremonies and give feedback, and you can cooperate with one another to get the best product out. Principle number 5 is about motivated individuals who should be trusted. So projects are built not based on processes and tools, but people who can be trusted and who are very motivated for a common cause, and they agreed for a social contract. And Agile Principle 6 is about co-located teams. So this is the best form of Agile where the whole team is at the same geographical location. So this will encourage face-to-face conversation and resolve any issues. This makes it very easy, but this is not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes due to labor expenses, it's possible that teams are spread across geographies and they have to cooperate digitally, have calls and have conference calls, etc. And Agile Principle 7 is how do we measure success? We measure success by working software and not by some documentation. So that changes the whole landscape. So you have something tangible and something that you can appreciate. You have working software that you can review and use and give some feedback. And it's also based on a principle called sustainable development. Since the iterations are small, the work allocations are small, it's accountable and development is sustainable, and you can maintain a constant pace of improvement. With every iteration, you can show incremental growth. The ninth principle is about focus and attention on technical excellence and good design. So Agile focuses on giving the best design and also on technical excellence. Principle number 10 is about simplicity. It's all about prioritizing the workload or the backlog. You want to figure out which particular backlog should be done in a particular iteration, and by simplifying the whole process, only considering what needs to be done and rejecting the rest in a product backlog will really help in maintaining the focus and finishing the iteration and the work on time. So with Agile, you look for best architectures, and the requirements and designs are not created at the beginning of the project. Rather, they adopt and emerge from self-organizing and self-adjusting teams, and they evolve with the process. Principle number 12 is about reflection. The team continues to reflect on how to become more effective. This is done through regular meetings about what went well and what did not go well, and then based on the feedback, an action plan is created and the team can adjust accordingly.